So hello, my name is TALAN GODFREY, and I'm at the law library, as you can see. So I'm gonna put the camera back a little bit. Hopefully you can hear me. But my name is TALAN GODFREY, and I'm a real gang stalking victim. I'm a real targeted individual. I've been a gang stalking victim for like 10 years now. You would say 12. Yeah, I would say 12 years now. Since Charlie Kirk died, the gang stalking, the phantom touch attacks, the tappity the, the tappity tap sensations on the back of my head, the zapping, the stinging sensations of feeling like there's needles being dug in my skin, the popping sensation. Oh, you just got tapped here. Nobody physically touched you, nobody physically popped you, nobody physically tapped you. You're being hit with some type of direct energy weapon or remote neural monitoring. Dr. Robert Duncan, remote neural monitoring. Google video, Dr. Robert Duncan, remote neural monitoring. Or you be hit with some type of direct energy weapon, whether it's satellite, handheld, or conspiracy theories within this, talking about these people are tied into some type of cybernetic hive mind and they're using augmented reality to attack you. It was a dude from Georgia talked about this, the targeted individual dude from Georgia. Brian too talked about this back in the day, augmented reality. They tied him to somebody's hive mind team and they can just use this as an interface, this augmented reality as an interface. Let me see if I can get away from everybody else so I can talk a little bit. Okay. So they're using like technology, like I said before, augmented reality, so they can send this stuff to you, and plus these people just looking at you weird, and sometimes they can just be on mind control, or sometimes they're looking at augmented reality and they're just attacking you, just pushing on the prompts inside their mind, pushing a prompt to attack you with. I don't know how they do it, to be honest with you. I'm a black woman on EBT on Section 8 living in Los Angeles that been attacked by these direct energy weapons for so long. It's not even funny. This is one of the worst places I have been to in Los Angeles County when it comes to being a gang stalking victim. Right here, that stinged, zinged, and yes, I do believe that the people who work here, some white dude with glasses, very tall. I think this dude is part of it. He's part of it. And you see, there's so many people that come through this library and they're desperate, they're homeless, they're tired and they're scared. They're tired and they're scared, and they want a calm place to relax and to settle down, and then bam, that stinged, boomed. And I've been to this place so many times, and these direct energy weapons are wild. So, okay, these direct energy weapons are wild, and it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse because of the direct energy weapons, and these people talking about, oh, gang stalking is spiritual. No, it's not. No, it's not. And you're gonna realize a lot of the people who were talking about gang stalking being spiritual back in the day, they're now bringing up the Stasi. If gang stalking was spiritual, and this is Stephanie the Seeker, and the rest of these chosen one people talking about gang stalking, something religious or spiritual, and now Stephanie the Seeker is bringing up the Stasi. The Stasi, what they did, they killed a whole bunch of people. That stuff wasn't spiritual to them. They just wanted power and control over people. It wasn't spiritual what these people did. But you have a lot of fake gang stalking victims, and they mixing gang stalking with religion and spirituality, talk about chosen one. Usually they get a whole bunch of people to follow them to the chosen one tag of YouTube, and then they drop the gang stalking stick. I don't know what's going on. A lot of people are doing that, and then they're coming back to gang stalking because the chosen one shit ain't working no more. I mean, you have all these, what happened in Ukraine, what happened in Israel, what happened with Charlie Kirk. That should have told everybody that this stuff is spiritual, religious. You're not being gang-stalked because God loves you and shit like that. No, you're being gang-stalked because you're an easy target of convenience and opportunity. These people think you're crazy and you're violent, and they could push you into some type of criminal actions to defame you, to ruin your name and reputation, to get you in jail, to get you in prison. They don't like you being here. Chances are you're going to get hit. You're going to get hit with this technology because they don't want you here, and they don't have a reason to kick you out of here. So they're going to force you out of here. Do you understand that? Do you understand that these people trying to get you in jail, trying to get you in prison, trying to get you homeless, trying to get you jobless? Do you understand that these people putting you into this experiment without your permission or consent? Do you understand that's illegal? Do you understand it's illegal? Gang stalking is a crime. And be careful of these fake gang stalking victims saying that gang stalking is spiritual, but they don't mention gang stalking being a crime. It's a crime, and you need to be careful about that. Anybody who mixes gang stalking with religion or spirituality, anybody who mixes gang stalking with the supernatural, the paranormal, and the metaphysical, anybody who mixes gang stalking with the chosen one, monitoring spirits, astral projection, psychic ability, tarot cards, and anybody talking about a freaking demon or witchcraft, that person is trying to get you in trouble. And be careful, because a lot of these people are doing the reptilian tongue thing. Watch their earlier videos. They do that reptilian tongue thing, mixing gang stalking with the chosen one. They do that reptilian tongue thing a lot. That reptilian tongue thing, to me, is a psyop. They don't want you focusing on the technology part of gang stalking. So here I am. I just gotta be careful how I say things because they don't want me here. But this gang stalking isn't anything spiritual, and you need to be careful about these fake people. Before you click on anybody's video, go to their YouTube channel and look at their history, and they mention anything about that fucking chosen one. Don't watch any of their videos. Don't watch any of their videos, okay? And they're talking about chosen one, destined for greatness with the power of God because they're chosen. Here, I'm gonna show you the list of the fake gang stalking victims really quick. Okay, I'm gonna put this on my protest videos. Okay, you see this dude right here? This is a fake gang stalking victim right here. Let's go to time and date. Let's go to Google. Let's go Google time and date. Time, date. Okay. Okay, so here's time and date right here. This is time and date, and this is a recent one that's being promoted. Listen, if you're a gang stalking victim, a real one, you wouldn't be promoted, signal boost, astroturf, and you wouldn't be monetized on YouTube. So if you see one of these gang stalking victims, being gang stalked, and they're being monetized, they got commercials in front of their videos, no. That's a fake gang stalking victim. And look at the subscriber count. You wouldn't get anywhere near the subscribers that this person have if you're a real gang stalking victim. Let's be honest. So this is a fake gang stalking victim right here. And of course, you want to mix gang stalking with witches and warlocks. This dude's a fake gang stalking victim right here. This dude right here. Now I'm going to show you. This dude does the reptilian tongue thing, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, 8 days, 8 days, 8 days, 8 days. Okay, let's type in gang stalking. Let's see if we can show that apartment. This is a fake gang stalking victim. I'll show it to you. Okay, we gotta look for the apartment one. Okay, I think this is it right here. This is probably it. No, now. Okay, I'm gonna show you something. Okay, you have a lot of fake gang stalking victims, and a lot of the fake gang stalking victims mixing gang stalking with religion or spirituality. Here, let me do this time and date thing first. This is time and date, okay? But you have a lot of fake gang stalking victims, and they love mixing gang stalking with the chosen ones, witches, and warlocks, and bunch of bullshit. These are propagandists. These are people who are willing propagandists involving themselves in a psychological operation campaign to get you, the gang stalking victim, in trouble. Now, a lot of these people, what they'll do is the reptilian tongue flick, okay? The reptilian tongue flick. Now, this dude did it in the other video, and then he edited the tongue flick out. Except for this. He didn't edit it out this time. Did you see it? Did you see it? Okay. No, his lips were fine. His lips were fine. They do the reptilian tongue flick. Let me see if I can go back to my channel real quick. Okay. No, I can't go back to my channel here. Okay, let's go TALAN GODFREY. And it's weird that these people do the reptilian tongue flick, and then their channel get a lot of views, and then they don't get any views after a short time, and then it's like really weird what they do. Okay, let me show you. There it is. Pay attention. Now, where's this woman at? There she is. I'm trying to show her. This is my other video of a woman a chosen one doing a reptilian. Okay, there she is. This is called the reptilian tongue flick right here. And these people are constantly mixing gang stalking and doing mixing gang stalking with the chosen one, mixing gang stalking with religion and spirituality while doing the reptilian tongue flick. Now, this dude, let me go back. This dude did it in this video, but I asked him why did he did it in his earlier video. Let me see if I can find it. This dude edited the tongue thing out in this video. It was weird, but he was constantly doing that fucking tongue thing. He edited it out. So just be careful when you go on these people's channels. When you click on a video, click on their video channel first and look at their video history. If they're doing a thing called a chosen one, or mixing gang stalking with semen retention, or mixing gang stalking with religion or spirituality, look at their video history. And you see in that religion or that spirituality bullshit, then they're lying to you. Okay, let's go to time and date. Refresh, time and date, refresh. Okay, that's time and date. You see, I want to show you what they're doing with the gang stalking. Okay? Because these people are there to make you look insane. By design. This is gang stalking YouTube. Let's see what it says. Okay? You see? The belief of harassment, of course. They want you to look crazy. And stuff like that. Want you to seek psychiatric referrals and help, but you're being hit with direct energy weapons and mind control to look closeted. They want you to look stupid. And these people mixing gang stalking with religion and spirituality, they're helping people target you and to make you look stupid. Now, I'm going to show you something. Psychoelectronic weapons effects. Psychoelectronic weapons, single. Effects, plural. Okay? The Nevada Torture Act. Okay? They tried to make this, they had this bill. Okay? But they tried to make it into law. If this shit has something to do with a fucking chosen one and religion and spirituality and witchcraft and demons, why would they make a law? Why would they try to make a law against it in the state of Nevada? Exactly. Because what people talk about in Scotland, okay? Voice to skull technology, remote neural monitoring, and mind control techniques. And you explain that to me. Over in Scotland, they have this on their fucking website. Okay? If this stuff has something to do with a chosen one and shit like that, demons and monitoring spirits, no, these motherfuckers are lying. These people are lying. These motherfuckers are lying. Okay, so let's go to the Google AI mode. Okay, gang stalking is psychoelectronic weapons effects. Psychoelectronic weapon, single, effects, plural, is gang stalking. See, it burns. Direct energy, you see? Okay. Let's go to Popular Mechanics magazine. Okay, 2018, for most people even made a YouTube channel. This is what gang stalking is. And then you go Google the 60 Minutes Havana Syndrome, and that's just more stuff that I experienced as a real gang stalking victim. But where's the chosen one? Witchcraft, warlocks, demons? Where's the spiritual and religion? Where's the chosen one? Monitoring spirits, psychic ability, tarot cards? Where's that at on this freaking Popular Mechanic magazine page? Oh, it doesn't exist. Okay, so this is psychoelectronic weapons, plural, effects, plural. Okay, so this is the Google overview. Of course, they want you to seek mental health treatment for you being hit with a direct energy weapon, but okay. But you see, oh, there's no credible evidence of psychotronic mind control weapons. Oh, yes, there are. There are a lot of evidence from a lot of people around the world being hit with this shit. This is real gang stalking, okay? Where the chosen ones, where the monitoring spirits, where the witches and warlocks, demons at? Okay, no, they want you to believe this shit is a hallucination, that you're a crazy person. And people like this man right here is helping to promote that psychosis, that psychological operation campaign against you and me. This person right here. And he edited out that nasty tongue thing that he was doing. But he did in this video. I wish I recorded this video, dude, before he edited that nasty tongue thing out, so you can see what I'm looking at, that I looked at before. He was just constantly doing that tongue thing. Just nastiness. This complete lying. Okay, so let's look at total individual control technology. Oh, what? Total individual control technology is gang stalking. Gang stalking is total individual control technology. Oh, hold on. They changed it. And they changed it. There's the gang stalker right there. Okay, here it is. This is more example of total individual control technology right here. Sorry, this is it right here. Brain to computer interfaces, remote neural monitoring, direct energy weapon, government and mind control. Exactly. This is gang stalking is total individual control technology. As you can see it right there. Okay. The darker side. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. Okay, so Popular Mechanics magazine, psychoelectronic weapons effects, close. Psychoelectronic weapons, plural, effects, plural. Okay, there's no witchcraft, no demon. Psychoelectronic weapon, single, effects, plural. The Nevada Torture Act, Scotland police. Okay, there's no witches, no demons, no warlock, no spooks, the ghoulies. Okay, let's see. So these people are lying. People talk about chosen one lying to you. This is a propagandist, a psychological operation campaign he's doing against you. This is a propagandist. Total individual control technology. Bam, baby, right there. And then when you look at gang stalking, after looking at all of that, and you see all the bullshit that I have to go through trying to make people see that gang stalking is real through a legal and scientific lens. Okay? And this man is not helping. So this is gang stalking 2-word tag uploaded date section, and you can see this. Most of these videos don't actually talk about real gang stalking through a legal and scientific lens. These people are fake gang stalking victims. Do not click on these people's channels. Actually, don't click on anything here. This is a gang stalking uploaded date tag. Gang stalking 2-word tag uploaded. This is gang stalking 2-word tag relevant section. Okay? Do not click on any of these videos. Do not click on any of these people's videos. Don't even click on their channels. Don't even click on these people's channels. They just took over this tag. Especially this dude right here. Especially this dude. I don't know how you can mix gang stalking with semen retention. How? Why would somebody use old Stasi tactics, use East German Stasi tactics against you because you didn't bust a nut? Nobody he has explained that. Because you didn't jack off. And with nutty nut nut, why would somebody use East German Stasi tactics against you? Okay, so yeah, don't even click on any of these videos. And this woman was doing the tongue thing as well. Let's see if I can find her video. I mean, this one was constantly doing the tongue thing back in the day. I don't even want to go to it, to be honest with you. No, I'm not talking on the phone. I'm just recording this video. Now, I'm at the library, but this is the time stamp if she's going to do the reptilian tongue thing. Now, this video right here was, this woman was constantly doing the reptilian tongue thing in her videos. Watch. Did you see it? Let's see it one more time. Her lips are fine. People like these people, these fake gang stalking victims, mixing it with the chosen one, was constantly doing the reptilian tongue thing. Okay, so just be careful. So just be careful about who you're listening to when it comes to real gang stalking, when it comes to these social media websites. Now, I will admit that I'm not an expert on gang stalking, but what these people are talking about ain't it, okay? You're not a chosen one. You're just an easy target of convenience and opportunity, and they want you in jail, they want you in prison. You can believe you're a chosen one if you want to. It ain't gonna save you from psychotronic weaponry, all right? Mind control technology ain't gonna save you, okay? Peace, everybody. I love you, Andre. Everybody else, have a good day.
Remote neural monitoring, and it's a very sophisticated technology, and there are not many experts on it. I don't pretend to be an expert on the particular subject, but there are a number of patents on it. The patent that we reference is listed on our homepage. I don't know that one right off the top of my head, but we do have it listed. If you're interested, go and get a copy of that patent. You can download it on the internet, and you'll find that it describes a method where two cell tower signals are intersected in your brain, and it captures the individual brain waves. So what they're describing, and this is not a recent technology, what they're describing is they're capturing brain waves. They're not reading your mind. They're simply taking the brain waves and converting it into words. So a one particular might signal, and this, I'm oversimplifying, a particular waveform might be the word for house, and another one might be for dog, and another word and another waveform for outside. And from that, we can conclude they're talking about the dog being outside of the house. So technically, they're not reading your mind with this remote neural monitoring technology that we're describing. They're reading brain waves and making a conversion to individual words and then stringing those words together. So maybe for many people, they're like, so what's the difference? That's still reading my mind. And that may be a valid point as well. But without the use of computers, it would be impossible to do.
Yes, I'm doing fine.
It's a practical form of telepathy called subvocal speech, and it's being developed by Chuck Jorgensen at NASA's Ames Research Laboratories.
When we perform the task of speaking to somebody, what happens is our brain sends a signal to the muscles that control our vocal cords and our tongue. Those signals themselves provide information, and they correspond to the words that we hear auditorily.
Our brains send us these signals even when we keep our mouths shut. And Dr. Jorgensen has figured out a way to retrieve them.
In order to capture subvocal speech, the first thing that we have to do is to catch the tiny electronic signals that will be going from Rebecca's mind to her vocal system. These are called electromyographic signals.
The signals are picked up by electrodes planted on the skin.
The electrodes basically look like this. They're tiny little pads, much like you have in a doctor's office. So if she said the future out loud,
The future.
we have the signal that's corresponding to that muscular activity. But with subvocal speech, she doesn't have to move her mouth. She could say that word silently. So if she would say the future silently, here she said the future, but she didn't move her lips. And you can see that there is still the same signal being picked up by the electrodes underneath her throat.
Once the electrodes capture the signal, they can be transmitted, as if through a cell phone, to someone with an earpiece receiver.
So the newer sensors are the size of a dime, and they're going to continue to get smaller. In the not very distant future, we see them being embedded in clothing as a matrix of sensors.
Eventually, the technology will be virtually invisible. Two people equipped with the same sending and receiving devices will literally be able to talk to each other without moving their lips. And that kind of covert conversation could change everything we know about communicating.
What should I say?
Don't answer that question.
There's many situations where saying something out loud isn't necessarily optimal.
Wait for my go. Wait for my go.
This techno-telepathy can be used by rescue workers or police to silently coordinate their movements.
Hang back, hang back.
But more practically, you could make a silent phone call during a meeting.
What time is dinner?
Or tell your date at a boring dinner party
Let's go home.
without insulting your host. But like most new technology, it could also be exploited. Students could use it to share answers on a test.
The answer is C.
Or poker players to gain unseen advantage.
He's bluffing.
However subvocal speech is used, the future of this silent communication is closer than you think. And it's not only fellow humans who will hear our thoughts.
We can actually move a robot around using subvocal commands. For example,
Move forward.
Machines will also be able to respond.
And move left. Good boy. Yes, I'm doing fine.
It's a practical form of telepathy called subvocal speech, and it's being developed by Chuck Jorgensen at NASA's Ames Research Laboratories.
When we perform the task of speaking to somebody, what happens is our brain sends a signal to the muscles that control our vocal cords and our tongue. Those signals themselves provide information, and they correspond to the words that we hear auditorily.
Our brains send us these signals even when we keep our mouths shut. And Dr. Jorgensen has figured out a way to retrieve them.
In order to capture subvocal speech, the first thing that we have to do is to catch the tiny electronic signals that will be going from Rebecca's mind to her vocal system. These are called electromyographic signals.
The signals are picked up by electrodes planted on the skin.
The electrodes basically look like this. They're tiny little pads, much like you have in a doctor's office. So if she said the future out loud,
The future.
we have the signal that's corresponding to that muscular activity. But with subvocal speech, she doesn't have to move her mouth. She could say that word silently. So if she would say the future silently, here she said the future, but she didn't move her lips. And you can see that there is still the same signal being picked up by the electrodes underneath her throat.
Once the electrodes capture the signal, they can be transmitted, as if through a cell phone, to someone with an earpiece receiver.
So the newer sensors are the size of a dime, and they're going to continue to get smaller. In the not very distant future, we see them being embedded in clothing as a matrix of sensors.
Eventually, the technology will be virtually invisible. Two people equipped with the same sending and receiving devices will literally be able to talk to each other without moving their lips. And that kind of covert conversation could change everything we know about communicating.
What should I say?
Don't answer that question.
There's many situations where saying something out loud isn't necessarily optimal.
Wait for my go. Wait for my go.
This techno-telepathy can be used by rescue workers or police to silently coordinate their movements.
Hang back, hang back.
But more practically, you could make a silent phone call during a meeting.
What time is dinner?
Or tell your date at a boring dinner party
Let's go home.
without insulting your host. But like most new technology, it could also be exploited. Students could use it to share answers on a test.
The answer is C.
Or poker players to gain unseen advantage.
He's bluffing.
However subvocal speech is used, the future of this silent communication is closer than you think. And it's not only fellow humans who will hear our thoughts.
We can actually move a robot around using subvocal commands. For example,
Move forward
Machines will also be able to respond.
and move left. Good boy.